Doctor Time and Space.
From that introduction, you'll probably gather that we don't have our theme tuning software with us today because we are out on location.
Yeah, and you probably, if you listen to our London episode, that was the last time we did that.
Yeah.
So, not London today.
It's our way of trying to bring to you people a little bit of normality when we don't have normality with us.
Yes, so,
This is Doctor Who Time and Space.
And I'm Lewis Moon.
And cool.
And today we're live in Cardiff for
Yeah.
episode 175 of Doctor Who Time and Space.
So just to confuse everybody, it's a Thursday, and
Yeah.
we don't have a podcast on a Thursday. We usually Saturdays. In fact, pretty much without fail, every Saturday.
Well, the only time we didn't was at Christmas, when we did a Sunday.
We did.
And the reason was because everything seems to be mixed up at Christmas every year.
And actually last week, when we had technical problems, we ended up recording it and uploading it afterwards, and it took till Sunday to upload.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit late. We did it. We were doing it on the Saturday.
We were doing it on the Saturday, but you didn't see it on the Saturday. We tried to do it for you.
Anyway, as Lewis said, we're live in Cardiff. We're in a travel lodge in Cardiff.
We are.
Ahead of tomorrow, where we're going to head off to
the Doctor Who experience in Cardiff.
But we'll talk a little bit about our adventures today, a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, we will.
But what do we have
tomorrow, is that fact.
What do we have on today's show?
So then, our main feature this week, I'm going to be conducting a little poll for Decor here. And this poll will be the Doctor Who Series 9 season poll.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Sounds interesting.
It'll be absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
What else have we got?
So we've also got our usual array of news.
We're taking a bit of a break from reviewing actual Doctor Who episodes this week, as our plan didn't quite work for watching the first bit of the Sensorites on the train to Cardiff.
Well, we could have watched it, we just couldn't hear it.
The
train is a clunky old train, which makes so much noise.
Probably listened to it on the second train, but it was a bit noisy.
Yeah.
No, it was. So instead, we're taking our first Big Finish review on the podcast, which is going to be based on Sword of Orion.
Okay. And aside from that, if we've got time at the end, we may do a 3-minute rant, but we'll see how we're going. We've got quite a lot to talk about.
See how we're going, yeah.
We'll probably try, and we've got a fair bit to do, so we'll try and keep it pretty...
Got a fair bit of news as well.
Yeah. So we'll try and keep it pretty locked down to the hour there.
Yes.
As it's a special, and we're on holiday. See, we're on holiday and we're still talking to you. How nice are we?
Yeah, we are very nice.
So,
giving up our time.
We are.
We could just be enjoying it and have a week off. You know, we're doing the normal stuff.
We're enjoying talking to you folks.
Like we always do. We always enjoy talking to you folks.
So, shall we start off then by thinking a little bit about the week that was?
Yeah, the week that was.
What have you been up to this week? And we'll then bring it into a conversation perhaps as to what we've been doing today in Cardiff.
Up to today, I mean... Not as much to talk about, I suppose, this week. I mean, I have been watching our review story this week, Sort of Rhyme, and I did continue listening to Storm Warning as well. Okay. And I got a good delivery in the post when my Signs and Wonders DVD, my bargain £6 Signs and Wonders DVD arrived. CD arrived.
Yeah. That's another Big Finish one, yeah?
Yes, it is.
A Sylvester McCoy Big Finish one.
Yes, it is. And I've never listened to Sylvester McCoy and Big Finish. So, and I understand that Sword of Orion was your first proper Big Finish story.
Yeah, it was actually.
Although you have listened to bits.
I've listened to bits, but
listened to that Colin Baker one a bit.
Yeah. But we've not quite finished Swords of Iron, have we? We've got one more chunk to go, but I think we've got enough to be able to talk about with you guys anyway. Myself, I've actually this week I've not really watched that much. I think I've watched a little bit more of Ripper Street. I think I got to the end of Outcast when we spoke on Saturday, hadn't we?
You said that last Saturday.
Yeah. I'm sure I hadn't finished it the previous Saturday. Pretty sure I haven't.
Oh no, you talked about Outcast.
Yeah. But I've been continuing watching Ripper Street, but haven't really because it's only a few days since we actually were on anyway, weren't we?
It's only about 5 days.
Yeah. So
2 days earlier.
I think I might have watched a couple of Ripper Street since then. I'm playing a bit of Lord of the Rings online again. So and then also my friend from Canada who's involved in the Tapped Out games. One of the makers of Tapped Out has been down, so I was out with him.
So that's the Simpsons game.
Simpsons game, yeah.
We're both players of it.
We are indeed, yeah.
We play it quite a lot.
And he did offer to come on one of the podcasts at some point.
Did he?
Yeah.
Is he a fan of the show or?
I don't know if he's ever listened to our show.
No, is he a fan of Doctor Who?
He doesn't mind. He's more of a Trekkie. He's a big Trekkie.
Yeah. Well, he can talk about that to us.
Yeah.
He can be our special guest one day.
That's right. Yeah, and he can talk a little bit about Tapped Out.
Ask him over. He'll give you some exclusive stuff. That'd be good.
So there's that, and that's probably about it really this week. As I said, I've not been too busy, but we've been very busy today.
Yes.
So people, I don't know if people know where we come from. We come from Dorset, which is the sort of southwest part of the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
We've travelled.
Just pour a drink whilst you're explaining.
We've travelled on the train today about 3.5 hours of train.
3 hours 40 minutes.
Yeah,
exactly.
Train journey to get to Cardiff, which, for those who don't know, is where they film the vast majority of New Who. And
I'm very excited for tomorrow because we may possibly see Peter Capaldi and Paul McKee.
We'll be looking out for them anyway, don't we? I mean, we don't know when they film or where they're filming or whatever, but there is every chance, I guess, that they will be somewhere in that same vicinity as we are.
They might be in the Doctor Who experience.
You never know.
Pearl might be popping in.
You never know.
She's not got any other acting jobs to do. Never has done.
Yeah. So who knows? But it's. In terms of today, did you want to run through what we've done today? Or?
Yeah, so not necessarily a massive amount of Who related stuff. We have visited some set locations.
Yeah, which are?
Trap Street or was it Westgate?
It's Westgate Street, yeah.
Westgate Street. There's actually a bit of Trap Street there. So.
It's really cool actually, isn't it? I mean, it's just like a little alleyway next to a pub. But it's effectively what they turned into Trap Street. And I think the aim is probably we'll take the handful of photos that we've done, and also the new photos we take at the experience tomorrow,
and combine them with the London ones that we did in both our trips this year.
Mm-hmm. And do a little bit of 2016 out on the road, sort of like even it's just sort of like a bit of funky music going on with our the pictures or something, just something quite basic. So as you say, that was Trap Street that they used in Face the Raven. We also, right near the hotel we're in actually, just pretty much opposite, is the House of Fraser.
Yeah, from Rose and the Christmas Invasion.
Yeah.
The department store which blows up.
But it was unexploded. Very disappointing.
You would think it was demolished.
Yeah. And probably my favourite part of the trip was that we took a walk. Well, we had a really lovely walk around the park, didn't we? But then we walked in, paid good money, I should say, to go into
it was worth it, I'd say.
Cardiff Castle.
Yeah, and it was very nice though.
It was really nice. I believe that Cardiff Castle is the location. I'm pretty sure. I've certainly seen it in there. I just struggle to remember exactly what, but I'm pretty sure it's what they used in the episode with the gangers. It
is the Rebel Flesh, the Almost People. If you're not sure by monster names.
And we've not had a chance to check out some pictures of the footage yet, but
should do soon.
We will do, yeah. because I'll tell you what, but even if there was no Doctor Who related sort of link to that place, it was just brilliant.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it in there, and we spent a couple of hours in there, really, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So it was. Is it expensive? I don't know really. I mean, it was. We paid £21 for 2 of us.
I mean, it's probably
is about right actually. If you go to the cinema, it's going to cost you about that much, isn't it?
probably worth it, I'd say.
I'd say so. And we took some nice pics as well. We just had a really good time, didn't we?
Yeah.
So lovely to see the film location, but also just lovely to take in some of the history of Cardiff.
It was lovely.
And then the big shock when we were up in the right in the upper echelons of.
And
the
I
castle.
spotted it. We didn't.
You looked out over the balcony, didn't you? What did you see?
We saw a forbidden planet because we didn't know there was a forbidden planet in Cardiff, so it came by quite a surprise for us.
What was the most pleasing sight? Was it when you saw the forbidden planet, or was it when you saw the Krispy Kreme?
Forbidden planet.
We knew there was a Krispy Kreme, didn't we?
It's a geeks. It's a podcaster's heaven.
And we knew there was a Krispy
And
Kreme.
Doctor Who podcasters heaven, sort of thing. Where's the pen lid? It's by my foot.
So that was our day today.
And we haven't got anything in the Forbidden Planet yet.
No.
We may get back tomorrow. We're just seeing what merch there is at the Doctor Who experience first.
I was actually very, very tempted by 2 of the pop heads in there.
What ones were those?
That's the new Mutton ones.
Oh yeah.
But I just think they just look really, really cool. I was quite tempted by them.
You should get them one day.
Yeah, they are. I really like those
Yeah.
ones.
I mean, the new Doctor Who pop vinyls will come out if you're not sure about them.
They didn't have any there, though, did they?
They didn't because they only came out yesterday.
Oh, right.
So we'll give them a chance. But
So what are we looking at? Who are
the new ones came out yesterday, and the brand new characters are Davros and War Doctor. This is Wave 3, by the way. Plus, we've got a costume for the 12th Doctor with his guitar.
That's a really good one, actually.
Yeah, the 11th Doctor with Mr. Clever form, which isn't so good.
No, actually, I do think that with this Wave 3, they've missed the trick, really, because some of them are really good, like the War Doctor one and Davros and the Capaldi with the guitar. A couple of the others, you just think, well, actually, there's a lot of really cool characters that they haven't done yet. You know, I'd rather they'd gone back and done a First Doctor, for instance.
I mean,
than do another David Tennant one.
They usually do those sorts of specials. They've only got 2 brand new ones this time.
Yeah.
I mean, they have released them this year, but it was early this year. And I mean, we still haven't had Sontarans yet, Silurians, Zygons. They'd be great monsters to have as pop vinyls, and there's a few companions probably over the years as well. But classic Doctors, we need to make them. I mean, I bet the 8th Doctor will be out sometime because he's appeared in a modern series.
Yes. I mean, it was no surprise that they went for, of the old ones, they've gone for Tom Baker's Doctor and Sarah Jane. I
find it's quite hard to pick the next classic Doctor because with New Who's, it's obvious they're going to choose them because they're quite new.
Yeah.
It's probably really hard to choose which one in Classic Who.
Yeah.
Because,
I would think that they would. I say Tom Baker's an easy choice.
I think they'd do I don't think they'd do like Colin Baker first, even though he's got quite a recognisable costume. And I think that would be
I think the hardest one actually is probably Pete Davidson, just because. I'll tell you what, actually, I think to me the weakest of the Doctor Who pop vinyls is probably the 9th Doctor, just because there's nothing really about him that jumps out at you and says that's the 9th Doctor.
I tried to get every single Doctor that they released.
Yeah, so I think it's good you've got him.
I've got him in my collection. I mean, I've got quite a few now. I mean, this has gone on to a tangent. Sorry, guys. I've got Doctor Who related. I think I've got the majority of them. I can't be bothered to list them all. Then I've got like 4 non-Doctor Who related ones.
Yeah.
And and I have collected every single Doctor so far, so I've got to collect the next one.
Yeah, no, indeed, I think that's right. Yeah.
I mean, you've got 5 pop finals. I mean, none in your collection are Doctor Who related, but
mine are. I've got one Judge Dredd and the rest of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is something which interests. It might interest Doctor Who fans and interest lots of adults across the world.
And they started filming.
Yes.
They've started filming as of yesterday, I believe.
Now, Deagle's doing a Doctor Who podcast, Game of Thrones podcast now. Deagle's doing a Doctor Who podcast now.
Deagle, actually, I'm talking the right way now. I've got my YouTube channel, and I've not been overly productive on it, and I'd like to correct that. It's getting time to do everything.
You have appeared on a number of podcasts, haven't you?
Yeah.
Over the years, you've appeared on Braxorf's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And loads of
Come on the show, Braxorf. Come on. we know you want it.
And but he does like us here as well.
Yeah. Well, if he wants to join us anytime, then he can.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to join us, then they can.
We're always happy to have
We're always happy
guests. Does that probably wrap up our discussion on what we've been doing in Cardiff?
Yeah, it probably does.
Yeah. Oh, we also had a tasty Nando's, which is nice.
Oh yeah, again.
Again, yeah.
The London podcast went on about Nando's and Krispy Kreme for about 10 minutes. So
we won't do that today.
No, you know what Nando's is. I mean, last time it was before we'd had our Nando's, so Deagle had never had a Nando's.
Exactly.
Now he's had 2 in a month.
2 in a month, wowza.
Or just over a month.
Yeah. Okay, well, should we move on then and crack on with what is the latest news and updates in the Whoniverse?
So what is the latest news and updates in the Whoniverse? This is a mirror rumour, but it could possibly be true this time. And if it is true, this could be very, very exciting for Doctor Who fans.
Okay.
The Mirror are claiming that the 1966 story, The Power of the Daleks, comprising of 6 of Doctor Who's 97 missing episodes, will be revived in animated form. And the report follows 6 long-lost episodes of Doctor Who are to be revived as cartoons 50 years after they were aired. BBC Worldwide has commissioned a company to animate the 1966 classic 6-part story, The Power of the Daleks, featuring the first ever Doctor Who regeneration. Patrick Troughton's first outing as the Time Lord, taking over from William Hartnell, is the holy grail for fans, as it was only shown once in the UK and sold overseas to Australia and New Zealand. The film prints of the black and white 4th series were junked from the BBC archives during the early 70s. Yeah, I know. Only a handful of short clips and cine film footage shot by fans survive. In the story, Patrick turns up instead of the old Doctor, telling his companions Ben and Polly that TARDIS helped him to renew himself. Be prepared for a noise, everyone.
Good. Hey.
They remain skeptical, but stand by him as he faces his most deadly foe, the Daleks on the planet Vulcan. The story has now been brought back to life using state-of-the-art animation based on off-screen photos taken at the time. One thing's for certain, it's a hell of a lot easier for cartoon Daleks to get up the stairs. At the time of writing, the BBC have yet to confirm the news. Do you think the Mirror are lying on this one, or do you think for once they're true?
I think there's a lot of truth in this story, and I hope it's true. I'll tell you what, actually, those episodes, and I don't know, I think it's probably the majority of them, where the episodes are missing, but they still have the sound. Am I right in thinking there's still the majority probably have sound? Because I mean, I'm thinking of these ones we've seen on Dailymotion and things before, where you've had like a lot of the pictures with sound going on inside. Wouldn't it be brilliant if they could pretty much do animated episodes for all of those missing
it would
episodes?
be. I mean,
You know,
I love the animated episodes because they're the second best thing to the actual episode. I hate stills, okay?
Yeah.
I hate stills. I loved parts 2 and 3 of Underwater Menace.
Yeah.
But I found parts 1 and 4 distracting.
It's hard,
And the
it's hard to
stills
concentrate,
made me... I didn't know what was going on for the first part and the last part, but parts 2 and 3 were good. So
the interesting thing about that,
I
though, isn't it? The interesting thing about that is that you're getting really into the big Finish productions, which are just sound. But I guess the thing is that they're written in such a way to help you understand what's going on.
Yeah, they are.
And that's the difference, isn't it? Because you rely on your eyes for a lot of things.
Like on this one, they say, "Look, it's something." Duh, 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 duh. Then it's just a picture of Ben staring. Look, it's a do, and then it doesn't even tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Even though it's meant to.
Yeah, that's right. That makes it a bit challenging, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Would you rebuy the Underwater Menace if they released it again with a cartoon 1 and 4?
I might do. I might do. It would be good if they released cartoon versions.
Yeah. I think it'd be brilliant if they did. Particularly ones like Power of the Daleks.
Power of the Daleks, yes.
Yeah.
Power of the Daleks and Evil of the Daleks are meant to be great. So I really want this to be true.
What was the one that when we saw Fraser Hines was saying that he really liked it? That was Evil of the Daleks, wasn't it?
We wanted to see the Highlanders. I think it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Evil of the Daleks. How many Dalek episodes did Troutman do?
Did 2.
2.
Power and Evil.
Okay, they both meant to be really good ones.
They're meant to be quite good, I think. Yeah. And I mean, it would be really good if the Mirror for once weren't lying.
No, it's whether I'm not sure necessarily with the Mirror are necessarily always wrong. I just find they just normally have a very negative outlook on all, don't they?
They do.
They just seem to be looking for things to try and criticise rather than try and sort of help a beloved programme of ours.
Yeah, I mean, it's British culture, this show.
Exactly, that's right.
It's British culture.
Yeah, exactly.
It's British culture.
What about what was the game with this? So yeah, I wonder when we find out and when.
I mean, it would be really good. My verdict on this news. It would be brilliant if it's true. Please don't lie to us again, you stupid people.
So apart from the Mirror's revelation or possible revelations, what else do we have news-wise?
Okay, so let's see. So filming has now officially wrapped for our Doctor Who spin-off class.
Oh.
So there has been a brand new image released, which shows characters Mrs. Quill, played by Catherine Kelly, and April, played by Sophie Hopkins. The image marks the end of 4 months filming on the new series, written by acclaimed author Patrick Ness. La 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 la, Patrick Ness. The class is set in Coal Hill School, originally seen in the very first episode of Doctor Who, screened in 1963. Class is due to be released on BBC Three digital channel this autumn. It will later be broadcast on BBC One. The series will also be screened on BBC America. La 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 la. Patrick Ness. Sorry. I mean, we've talked about it a number of times.
Yep.
The question is asked yet once again. What do you think of Class?
I tell you what, actually, I really like the picture that's posted with this article. It just has quite an exciting look about it.
It looks really good from that picture, but it doesn't look good. I mean, the picture makes it look like it's going to be really good.
At least we don't have too long now to wait to find out.
Yeah, I mean,
it might be great, wouldn't it?
It might be.
It might be absolutely brilliant. It might be the you might be you decide you prefer class than who.
We'll do class, time and space, obviously. But like we'll do Stranger Things, time and space if I ever watch that.
Yep.
But it's I'm not getting my hopes up. I've said this a number of times. Not getting my hopes up, and that means if it's bad, I knew it was going to be bad, and if it's good, well, it's a bit of a surprise for me, and that's good. It's good to have a surprise.
I think that's right.
So I'm not getting my hopes up. But will it be good? We'll have to wait and see till October, folks.
I'm going back a little bit to the what have we done during the week section.
Yeah.
Because we like to keep things exciting by going back and forth a bit. I just remember the other thing we did, of course, last night was that we watched Phantom Menace.
Yes, we did.
We forgot to mention that, didn't we?
We did forget.
And I think we both enjoyed it.
We did, apart from Jar Jar Binks and
Jar Jar Binks is very annoying.
We knew that.
I mean, it's definitely not up to the standard of the first three, but there's some really great bits in it. I think the characters are generally pretty strong.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah,
the princess is really strong.
Yeah, it's not as good as the original trilogy. Mm-hmm. Nowhere near as good, but
Darth Maul was really good.
It was still watchable, and he's at Bournemouth Comic Con, which we'll talk about at the end of this news section. We'll do a little bit of preview for that. So,
and actually, the big fight sequence at the end of Phantom Menace is really good.
It is brilliant, yeah.
My only criticism of the Phantom Menace, apart from Jar Jar Binks, is it's a bit too obviously CGI at times.
It is a little bit.
There's times like when all the robots are attacking, it just looks like you're watching some computer game.
Yeah.
And actually, I think I preferred the way they filmed it with the original three before we had that technology.
It looks good, the first three, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, well,
it's dated a bit, but not as much.
It is a little bit, but not as much as most things from that era.
Yeah.
I think it still looks pretty good for the 70s.
Yeah.
Or 80s.
It just reminded me of a funny thing I saw on Facebook earlier in the week, and it was talking about when people make sort of re-releases of things later, when they remake a program.
Yeah.
And they said somebody should say that they're remaking Groundhog Day and then just release the same one again, which is quite funny. Anyway. Now that we've gone off on a tangent talking about Phantom Menace, do we have any other further news this week?
Okay, let's check on my newsometer. So then, Remembrance of the Daleks gets Who Talk commentary. So, Phantom Publishing have commissioned 4 new editions of Who Talk, the series of independent commentaries for Doctor Who episodes. The company has previously released commentaries to the recovered Second Doctor stories, The Enemy of the World and The Web of Fear, as well as the Third Doctor story, The Diamonds, and several orphaned First Doctor episodes. The first of the new commissions is the 7th Doctor story, Remembrance of the Daleks. Paul W.T. Ballard. We won't talk about that bit. Joining moderator Toby Haddock for this release is Pamela Salem, who plays Rachel, Simon Williams, who plays Group Captain Gilmore, Karen Gledhill, who plays Alison. They're all part of the countermeasures group, so Hugh Ross is the only one not joining them. Andrew Cartmel, who's the script editor, and Andrew Morgan, who's the director of Remembrance. Remembrance of the Daleks opened Doctor Who's 25th anniversary series in 1988. The release consists of 6 new commentaries, including alternate tracks for episodes 1 and 3. Both the CD and download editions are now available, priced £10.99 and £9.99 respectively, ahead of the trade release next month. Please note, these commentaries contain no BBC copyrighted elements and do not feature audio from the episodes themselves. These are designed to be played along the official DVD releases.
Yeah. Excellent. Good.
So then, next bit. John Pertwee was the first honorary president of the Doctor Who Appreciation Society, which celebrates its 40th anniversary this year. In honour of the man who played the third Doctor, the Society is raising funds for a new heritage plaque, which is aimed to be installed at the new Wimbledon Theatre. The theatre played host to the premiere of the stage play The Ultimate Adventure in 1989. As part of the fundraising, DWAS are selling badges based on the TARDIS roundels, which can be purchased in sets of 7 via their website. The actor will also be celebrated at a special one-day event held by DWAS, Polarity Day, which is a great name, which will take place in London on the 23rd of October. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything to add to that, mind you.
Okay.
Any other news?
Yes. So last week I forgot to, because I couldn't find an article anywhere, I forgot to tell everyone the details about the latest issue of Dawn. So you may have known over this past week, last Thursday, Dawn, Doctor Who magazine, the latest issue 503, was released, which contained Peter Davison, an exclusive, in-depth and candid interview with 5th Doctor Peter Davison.
Have you read it yet?
No.
That moves that article.
But I've read the other bits.
Yeah. Just a bit long, is it? A bit long.
Yeah, it's a bit dragged out, and apparently it's not very pleasant.
What do you mean when not very pleasant?
I don't know. I heard it on somewhere.
I'd heard that as well. I was intrigued to know what was not very pleasant about it.
Yeah. Don't know.
But,
okay.
so you need to read it to find out.
Yeah. What else is in the issue then? So that's not it, like the Tom Baker issue. Doctor Who's executive producer, Brian Minchin, talks about the next series. Showrunner Stephen Moffat answers readers' questions. New comic strip action for the Doctor and Jess in the final episode of The Pestilent Heart. The Time Team watched the 2010 11th Doctor story, The Hungry Earth, Cold Blood. Fact or Fiction takes a close look at the 1977 Fourth Doctor adventure, The Sunmakers. The mysteries of the TARDIS wardrobe are considered in Watcher, plus reviews, previews, prize-winning competitions, and more. Doctor Who magazine issue 503 is out now, priced £4.99.
Oh.
Yes.
Bonus.
I mean, over the last couple of months, you may know it's been up a little bit in price because of its anniversary specials.
Yes, that's right.
So, what do you think of this latest issue, Dom? How do you think it'll be unpleasant?
I don't know. I just wonder whether maybe. I mean, I've no idea. Maybe Peter's a bit bitter about the whole 50th. Maybe.
I mean, you know, the Tom Baker interview contained some bleeped out swearing.
Did it?
So I don't know what this will be, but
I find it hard to believe that it would be overly critical. But no. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see because I'm not sure. I'm not really sure at all. You need to read it just to find out.
I need to read it. I should be reporting to you next week about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Final bit of news.
Okay.
We're Film Comic Con Bournemouth.
Oh, it's on.
This Saturday and Sunday, the 3rd and the 3rd and the 4th of September 2016.
Excellent. And the Vic, the IC.
Yeah. So it took quite a while for the schedule to be released.
We were worrying, weren't we, that we thought it was going to get cancelled.
But now it's probably going to be confirmed that it isn't cancelled. But, you know, the guests probably, the quality of guests isn't as good overall probably as the Bournemouth one, the 2 other Bournemouth ones that we'd had previous years.
It's not, but from a Doctor Who perspective,
it is, yeah.
It certainly is. You've got some really good names, some really interesting names, some different names, I think.
So there's some very different names. I mean, some of these very different and very interesting people to me, and a very good talk.
Yeah.
So the Doctor Who talk is going to be held on the 4th of August, the 4th of September 2016. So the Doctor Who talk will comprise of Deborah Watling, who played Victoria, Peter Purvis, who played Stephen, David Goodison, who played Davros in Destiny of the Daleks, and Richard Franklin, who played Mike Yates. It'll be a very interesting talk, I believe.
It will be interesting, actually, because as we worked out earlier on, you've got one representative from each of the first 4 Doctors.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting indeed.
Okay, I've got a question for you, Luke.
Yeah.
If you, it's one for you to ponder on, perhaps answer later on in the podcast. It's unfair to expect an immediate answer.
Should I write it down on a piece of paper?
You could do, yeah. If what the question is going to be is, if you could ask any question at that talk, what would you ask?
Me too, anyway.
It's anything, yeah. Because you know, there could be some really interesting things to ask. I'm sure there'll be lots of questions about what do you think of the new Doctor and the new Who, that's against the period that you were in. But I think
I'd ask if you could play any other role in Doctor Who, which role would you play?
Oh, okay.
Or maybe in your era, you know, who you appeared with in your stories.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I think it'd be interesting to ask them whether if they were approached by Stephen Moffat or the new guy, Chris Chibnall, to appear in New Who, would they appear?
Yeah, I think that
could
be a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they'd ask David Goodison.
Yeah. Which one's he? He's Davos. Yeah.
Sorry if you can hear any noise. Sorry, outside, guys. It's just obviously we're in a hotel, so
we're right in the centre of Cardiff. Yeah,
we're right in the centre of Cardiff. We're in room 320, so there's quite a lot of rooms here. Yeah. So, you know. Remind me later.
Yeah. So, what are you looking for most about Bournemouth coming back?
Well, by the way, we're planning on meeting Deborah Watling and Peter Purvis.
Yeah.
And we'll inform you fully next week's show.
Yeah.
But
and we're also planning on punching the unit guy in the face.
Yes, but I am looking forward to having a great day.
I'm sure it's going to be fun. We don't really want to punch her in the face. It's only purely on the basis of what happened in the episode day.
Spoiler alert! So, who else is there from other things that you might be interested in? Well, Daniel Logan, Ray Park, and Dave Prowse are the main people from Star Wars at this Comic Con. Ray Park is Darth Maul. Dave Prowse is Darth Vader. and Daniel Logan is Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones. Also, you may be interested in our Game of Thrones guests, Donald Sumter and Kate Dickey. I think that's it.
So the day we're going to go on the Sunday. It's only Donald Sumter for the Sunday, isn't it? But I really like Donald Sumter. His character in Game of Thrones is fantastic.
Is he in it a lot?
In the early series, yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to see his talk?
I definitely want to see his talk, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's brilliant. I love him in that.
Yeah.
Of course, he was in Doctor Who as well, wasn't he?
He was, yeah,
He was,
quite recently.
Yeah. Playing Massillon.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a good day overall. So if you're coming on the Sunday,
yeah,
join us.
I mean, that's the other reason why this podcast is going out on the Thursdays, because normally me and you get together on a Saturday, don't we? But because we've got the Comic Con, we're not getting together on Saturday. We're going to be going out on the Sunday.
And
but
plus,
because we're out on this Comic Con, we're not going to be there to do the podcast.
Yeah. So plus, we've got these. We've been together since last night.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, we've got quite a bit done, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Do you know? I was just looking at the clock. Do you know we've been talking for nearly 45 minutes, and we're still on the news.
We definitely won't have 3 minutes.
So no, I don't think we'll have a 3-minute one.
How long has the podcast been going?
We started it before 7:15.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So anything else on the news front?
I don't think so.
No.
And we'll keep you up to date with the stories that you heard today.
Yep.
And we'll keep you up to date at MrLewsMoon.weebly.com, where you can check out this week's show notes, including this week's show, and also the Mr. Lewis Moon YouTube account, where you can check out the podcast every single week with additional Doctor Who themed and other things related to Doctor Who videos on our channel, and we try to get one out as often as we can. But obviously no video this week because of there's a few ideas for videos, as we've got 2 out from behind the sofas we've got based on this week's travels.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if we could actually always do them on location? Wouldn't it be great if every weekend we were going somewhere cool?
Somewhere,
But again, we wouldn't get any figure adventures done then. Or other things. Okay, let's move on then.
Next week we're moving to Sheffield, okay?
Yeah, is that when the Sheffield Comic Con is?
No, it's already been. Last week we're going to Amsterdam.
Oh, that would be good if we could go there last week.
Yeah.
Should we crack on with what was the main item, even though we've only got quarter of an hour left in the podcast?
Bit hard.
So, what was the main item again?
Should we do live tweets for this?
Yeah, you could do, yeah. Do some live tweets.
Whilst we're going on.
You were talking about live tweets. You better explain what you're planning on doing on live tweets.
Yeah, so we're going to ask some questions via Twitter. So get over to the Doctor Who Time and Space, which is DR Who Time Space as an N. So then our first question today is what was your favourite story? So our first message going on Twitter is, what was your favourite story from Doctor Who Series 10? Series 9.
You can even try to concentrate on typing and speaking at the same time. It's still all completely up in the air.
I know.
You might as well just go and put the microphone and say, "Hi, my name's Lewis Moon."
Wow, most of the characters in Star Wars last night did that.
That is true, yeah. So, is this the same question that I've got to answer?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
oh, I better turn off Twitter because EastEnders.
Oh, yes.
Okay, what was your favourite and least favourite stories from series 9.
Series 9. Favourite one would be Amanda.
Heaven Sent.
Heaven Sent.
As most people say.
Least favourite would be the Mark Gatiss one.
Yes, I'm going to stick with you, Sleep No More, for the least favourite.
Yeah.
This series. I thought it was a good attempt to try and do something different.
Yeah.
But
it didn't
work.
That's unfair because there are bits of it I really like.
But it gave you a headache.
But I just didn't like the film top 3. But
my favourite this series, I'm going to be different. I'm not going to say Heaven Sent. Going to say Heaven Sent. I am going to say the Zygon 2-parter because I loved it. I thought it was a brilliant 2-parter.
It'll be interesting to see whether you get any tweets back from people.
Yeah, so please tweet along.
Okay. Are you going to fire away with your next one? If so,
yes.
I recommend that you ask me the question first and you type it whilst I'm answering.
What was your favourite monster from Series 10? From Series 9?
From Series 9. Favourite monster from Series 9. Okay, let me think through. I think the coolest looking monster may actually have been the snakehead guy from the first episode.
Yeah, okay.
What's his name again?
He was called Colony Sar.
Yeah, I think it might be Colony Sar. He was really cool, wasn't
he was really cool.
Might be forgetting something. I might be missing something there, but
I'm gonna say out of new villains.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I really liked the Veil from Heaven Sent.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a contender, definitely as well.
It was a really good idea for a monster. So Heaven Sent gets at least one of my scores.
Yeah.
Returning monster, I'd say the Zygons.
Look great.
Brilliant.
Zygons,
But you know, I'm going to just class the new ones on this, so I'm going to go with the Veil, even though I love the look of Colony Sar. And this series also saw the return of Davros, so that was great.
No, definitely, yeah.
I almost forgot about that.
Did you tweet that question?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did you want to ask me the third one?
So, what was your favourite villain? So this is villain.
Villain. Okay.
Not monster.
Okay. Thinking through this one. I think probably Davros actually.
Yeah. Why?
This one. I mean, you also had Missy obviously, but Missy was more good than bad this time round.
She was, yeah.
Aside from the very opening part. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for Davros because I liked the way that he was bluffing the Doctor. Although effectively in the end he was double bluffed, but
I did actually really like Davros's role in Doctor Who series 9 in the first story, and I quite like the first story. It's quite a good story in my opinion.
No, definitely, yeah.
So then, your next question is: who was your favourite guest star in the entire series?
Oh, interesting one. Let me see. Who's in it? I'm going to go for Maisie Williams.
Okay, why is that?
Because I think she's a fab little actress. And I thought she, for her age, she portrayed the character of someone that's been through all these years and suffered so much. She managed to swap the way that she played the character quite significantly across each of the episodes she was in. And I think the dialogue that she had with Capaldi in The Woman Who Lived was absolutely fantastic.
So would you say that she was your favourite recurring character who appeared in at least 2 of the episodes?
I would, Is that the next question then?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
So let me answer some of these questions. Favourite villain? I've got to say Davros.
Okay.
And favourite guest star? Probably say Maisie Williams. She was good.
Yeah.
I mean, Miss Michelle Gomez has to be a recurring honourable mention here because she was brilliant in
Yeah.
the episode she was in.
It's great to see Kate Stewart as well.
It was,
isn't it?
yeah. And we've met her. She's very nice lady.
Yeah.
Very nice lady.
Okay. Any more questions?
Okay, so one of the final ratings, one of the final questions is, I'm not going to tweet this one. How did Series 9 compare to previous seasons?
Okay. My own thoughts on it were, from a purely selfish perspective, I thought it was one of the best seasons they'd ever done, because I think the stories were really complex. They were quite dark. I think they really brought out Capaldi's greatness as a Doctor. But however much I love that from a 100% selfish perspective, I think it was too dark for the majority of the public, and I don't think it's the right direction for Doctor Who to go. So I've got that sort of split issue.
Yeah, but it could go. It could go, as we discussed many times. It could go too light.
Yeah, and the last thing we want is Paradise Towers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I found out Paradise Towers was by the same person as British Galaxy.
Yeah. Yes, and we don't want those.
I was holding that in.
We don't want those, do we?
Sorry, guys, if I keep having that.
Any more questions?
Your overall ratings on Series 9.
Overall ratings of Series 9. Have I got to give it a number?
You can do, or you can just discuss what you thought.
I thought Series 9 was a success for Capaldi. I thought it was a success for adult sci-fi. I think it was a failure for enticing in the whole family. Personally,
Okay,
So as I say, I'm a bit split on it because I really like the dark direction, but I think realistically, like we talked about before on this show, I think what they should do is if they want to go down that darker route, off to the main series.
Maybe they should.
I think there needs to be some form of family-friendly Doctor Who, and I don't think class is the answer.
No, neither do I. And I don't know whether it would be friendly.
So,
is
that all the questions?
Yeah, that's all the questions, I think.
Okay. So you've got the opportunity. Lewis has posted those on Twitter.
Let us know what you think. Either to dr who time as in n space, or you can tweet with the hashtag season 9 poll.
Yeah.
So you can find all tweets related to hashtag series 9 to our feature today on the hashtag season 9 poll section.
So on to the last section today then.
The last section.
And we'll keep this bit fairly light.
Should I send a tweet through with this one?
Yeah, you can do. So we're going to have our first discussion on the podcast around one of the Big Finish productions.
Yeah.
So certainly it's my first listen to a Big Finish production. I mean, I said we've not got. I said earlier in the show, we've not got all the way through it yet. Lewis has been listening to a lot of the Big Finish recordings, but it's my first. We've got 3 episodes to out of the 4, so we just got our basic feelings of what we think of this particular story so far.
Yeah. So Sword of Orion is the 17th main range story. Okay. And I have never listened to this one before, so it's a new one for me.
Yeah.
And as Deacle said, I've been really into my Big Finishes, so I've downloaded quite a few of them now.
Yeah.
And I think they're a brilliant thing to fill the gaps for Doctor Who fans. I think they're brilliant because there's so many of them as well. They've done stories wise, they've probably done more than Doctor Who.
I think what is good
is particularly for Paul McGann's era. It's fantastic
Yeah.
because aside from a little 5 minute short or whatever it was, we've only got one story of Paul McGann's in visual form, so it's brilliant to be able to see what a good doctor he would have been. And I think his doctor came across really well in just in this one story. So I can't really think to run a synopsis, so I won't bother doing a synopsis.
Yeah.
All we'll perhaps say
Well,
is,
I can get a synopsis up if you want. Do you need me?
No, I think we'll just keep it really light, shall we? Because we're running quite short on time. Who's the Doctor and who's the companion?
So Paul McGann plays the Doctor, the 8th Doctor, and India Fisher plays our companion, Charlotte Pollard. And I think they're a really good team. What do you think of the team? I mean, first of all, Paul McGann's Doctor on audio. Do you think he's good? Because I think he's got a really good voice, a really soothing voice.
He has got a really soothing voice, actually. Yeah, he definitely has. He's got a voice for radio, definitely.
Yeah.
What about the companion then?
I really like India Fisher in the story. Now, people may know her as the Master Chef voice, but she doesn't really sound like that.
So I didn't know he was the same person who you said.
Yeah, I mean, she is really good as a companion. I think she works well as a companion. And I think she's got quite a good voice as well for audio.
Yeah.
What do you think of Charlotte?
Yeah, I think she's been quite good. I mean, I think I find it harder with a character like that than the Doctor, because with the Doctor, when I'm listening to it, I can still visualise Paul McGann, whereas I can't visualise that character because I have no idea what she looks like.
I have, so I can visualise.
So you probably can, yeah. And it's nice to visualise it.
I can show you a picture if you want.
It's odd because it seems nice to visualise it when you're talking about something like that, and yet, actually, one of the hardest things when you read a lot, what's quite difficult is when you visualise a character that you've read about, and then they cast somebody in a film version of it, and you think it's the worst person they could ever have.
But it isn't really. Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just what you feel.
Yeah. It's like it's just you develop characters in your head as you see fit, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I really love the TARDIS team. Paul McGann is great.
Yep.
India Fish is great. It's great to have the addition of the Sidemen to the story.
Yeah, and I like the way they've used it because they've not overused the Sidemen. I mean,
they've hardly been in it so far.
And they didn't really do much until probably end of episode 2, did they? Really?
No, they've hardly been in it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've only been in it a little bit, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only heard their voices a bit.
I think what they do really well, and this goes back to the discussion we were having right at the top of the programme when we were talking about soundtracks to old Who, where there's no visual, and I was saying that they actually write it differently for Big Finish, and I think that is really, really noticeable. You feel like you know what's going on when you're listening to it, even though you can't see it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Now, there's no mean feat really. So I've really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to listening to some more, actually.
Me too. I think these Big Finishes, they're very interesting to watch. Yep. I think they're the second best media than the actual TV show. And I think they're a really good thing. I'd recommend them to fans. You can get the first all of the first 50, each of them for £2.99 on a download, which is really cheap.
Yeah.
And you could get the newer ones for £12.99 on download and £14.99 on CD. But make sure you check the Big Finish website now and again, because usually they do a deal. So I check every weekend, and we'll try and keep you in touch if they've got a deal on, because they did last a few weeks ago.
Fantastic.
So they were. Do you want to give it a scores? Or a score? A score.
Okay.
We won't go to monsters and stuff.
No.
Just give it an
overall score. I mean, it's quite a simple story.
It is.
I wouldn't say it's a killer story, but.
Well, and I'd say it's not really one of the best ones I've listened to so far.
Yeah.
And it said it's meant to be one of the better ones, but I don't think so.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's meant to be a good one to start on.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good one to start on?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Do you think it makes you want more?
it definitely makes you want to listen to more of them. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily the strongest story. But
No.
but the Paul McGann comes over really well.
Paul McGann is always brilliant on his audio.
So I'm going to give it about a 7.8.
Okay, I'm going to give it a 7.9 because there are, out of the stories I've listened to, this sort of comes in the middle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Storm Warning's also a sort of air sort of story.
Yeah.
Not enjoying Storm Warnings much.
No.
But next time I'll look for it.
Yeah, but it's no different really, is it, than when you're watching, you know, the episodes and you're going to get some stories which really blow you away.
Yeah.
And others that don't.
Yeah.
So that probably wraps up the show for this week.
Yes, it does.
What do we have on next week's show?
So next week it's episode 176. We're back to our normal format.
Yep.
And
Although we've been pondering whether to do these in a live environment or whether to record them and release them later that day, haven't we?
we'll make our mind up.
Yeah.
Because, by the way, it will return to normal date.
Yeah.
It will return to a Saturday rather than next Thursday instead.
But we've had a few technical problems the last couple of weeks in terms of internet stuff, and we thought, well, actually, there's a benefit in some respects of recording it and putting it out because it means we can edit it down in terms of making it sound a little bit more glossy.
Yeah, it may sound a little bit better for your nice little ears.
Yeah.
So yeah, episode 176. We've got we're looking. Is our main feature going to be the Comic-Con?
Yes.
So we're going to be looking back. We're going to be giving you a full insight at the second Bournemouth Film and Comic-Con 2016.
Including giving some feedback from the talk, the Doctor Who talk.
The Doctor Who talk.
Featuring all four of the guests.
Yeah, it won't be as detailed as our London one probably, but it might be about as detailed as our last Bournemouth one we did, because there's probably about the same amount of Doctor Who guests there this time than there was last time.
I would say. So we'll be doing that. We'll also we'll be doing our review that we talked about doing today of the Sensorites.
Yes, and we'll be watching that after this podcast.
We will,
probably.
indeed.
Well, 2 episodes probably.
Yeah.
Oh no! Why does that keep happening? I'll put this pen over here because it's really.
You're actually one of the most fidgety people in the world, aren't you? I think if you had like an axe on the table, you wouldn't be able to resist picking up the axe and throwing it up in the air and clashing it.
Okay. Also, hopefully, we've got the latest news. Well, it's a sadly it's a 9-day it's a 9. Well, just under, and because it might be about a 9-day gap between this podcast and the next.
Yeah.
So please keep up to date with Doctor Who News.co.uk and also MrLivMoon.weebly.com because they've got all of the latest news.
We'll also, final thing, we'll be doing some Who to Face. And,
yes, and we'll be pressing the magic randomizer.
Pressing the magic randomizer, I nearly forgot.
Yeah.
We'll try and do a few tweets maybe from the Doctor Who experience tomorrow if we get the chance
Yes, we
to do
will,
that.
and we'll keep you up to date with the Doctor Who experience thing.
And we'll talk about that next week as well.
So well, next week it will sort of be our main features. Will sort of be our account of. Do you think we should do it first, like we did with the London Comic-Con?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah. So next week our main features will be a look at Bournemouth Film Comic-Con 2016 September, as well as a little look into our behind the scenes into our visit. My second, but my first to Cardiff, and Deacon's first overall ever to the Doctor Who experience. So
very good.
Be an exciting day tomorrow. So I hope you'll enjoy our picks of it as well.
So thank you very much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been Deacle.
And I've been Liz Moon, and we've been enjoying your company today, and we've been here chatting live in Cardiff for the whole episode.
We're off now to watch the sunsets and to pick up this axe and throw it in the air. Thank you very much. We'll be back. We'll be back on Saturday. We'll be back not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. Thanks very much for listening.
Can you turn it off? Really?
Yeah, we'll be back. Same time.
We'll see you next time. Same time.
Same space. Goodbye.
Goodbye.